Hello, everyone, and welcome back to POV Reacts. So we're here with some angry video game nerd. We did some videos a while back, and honestly, the guy's fucking funny.
Oh yeah, this guy's fucking jokes
You
for
know,
sure.
the rage that he has towards these older games and these older consoles is definitely a treat to watch. Um, so today we're going to be doing the NES accessories. Um,
All right.
this should be interesting because Nintendo is known for having a lot of peripherals on their consoles. So let's see how it was even back then. Because shit, even today, man, the amount of stuff you got.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's get into it. Oh, guys, and as always, we always leave the original link down below. And let's go. So this was 2008.
Holy.
Wow.
He's gonna take you back to the past to play the shitty games that suck ass. He'd rather have
I do like his intro song too. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
diarrhea dump in his ear. He'd rather eat the rotten asshole of a roadkill skunk and down it with beer. He's the angriest gamer you've ever
Wrecked.
heard. He's the angry Nintendo nerd.
Oh wow.
He's the angry
Simpsons, eh?
Atari Sega nerd. He's the angry video game nerd.
That was funny.
You got a game and a controller. That's the way it goes.
Oh, the
But
top
sometimes that wasn't enough. Nintendo is always coming up with creative and unique ways to play games. Today, there's the Wii and the DS stylus pen. But even in the early days with the NES, they were doing the same
The
sort of
Zapper.
thing. Some of them were pretty awesome at the time, but others were failed experiments that made you look like a
What the
jackass.
fuck is that?
So let's take a look at some of the NES accessories. I already talked about the Power Glove. We all know it's bad, so bad.
Oh, we gotta watch
Let's
that too.
start with the Zapper. Back then, we just called it the gun because that's what it is. There's nothing more satisfying than just shooting the fuck out of things. It was the quintessential gaming accessory. Almost every console had their own version of the gun. Only problem, it doesn't work so great anymore. Depends on the game, the kind of TV you're using, and the gun itself. I have 3 of them. The first one is completely random. Sometimes it makes its target, but most of the time it doesn't.
Oh, that's just random.
Yeah.
The second one has a pattern. Every other round it like goes dead. So here comes the 2 clay pigeons. I shoot them, no problem. Then the next ones come out. I can't hit them, even if I press the thing against the screen. The third Zapper has the same problem, except that the pattern's swapped. What the fuck is going on? Even the alleged light bulb trick doesn't work. Here we have Wild
What?
Gunman. What do you gotta use your hands? That's like a baby's toy.
Boom. Man, yeah, there was a lot of like light gun games back then. Eh?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, get down! The Super Nintendo also had its own
Oh, the
gun,
Super
more like
Scope.
a big-ass bazooka.
This was
the
sick.
Super
I
Scope.
remember this
If you're
thing.
familiar with the Zapper,
time,
this one's a
this was the
totally
shit.
different story. The Zapper used light
This thing was
detection. That is, when you
badass.
pull the trigger, the screen goes black for a fraction of a second and the targets become white squares. The Zapper detects whether or not it's pointing at the light, hence the term light gun that everybody likes to call it. But the Super Scope uses a sensor that you plug into the Super Nintendo, much like the Wii and its Wii Zapper. Another thing about the Super Scope is that it isn't powered by the NES.
Oh
It's
man, that
wireless,
music in the
which you'd think would
background.
be
Oh,
cool.
dude.
That means that you
Oh,
gotta
look
use
at that,
6
yeah.
AA
Oh.
batteries, and this fucking beast drains them in a few hours. And why is the trigger on the top?
Oh,
It should
man.
be down here. This is balls. You think the Super Scope would be more reliable than the original Zapper, but it's not. Even if I point the gun in the same spot, the bullets just scatter all over the place. All because I'm using a flat screen TV.
Oh wow.
Now let's look at the Miracle Piano. It's a miracle if I could figure this shit out. You might be thinking, wow, Nintendo had a piano? Well, yeah, Nintendo had everything, but it was also available on other game consoles and home computers. It's got one game, which is basically a piano teaching tool. It's actually not bad. Well, that's really all there is to say. My only complaint is that the music comes from the keyboard, which is okay, but the metronome comes from the TV.
Like, that's a proper
that can be a
keyboard.
little confusing. Other than having standard lessons, you also get this robot game. Play the song right or the robot dies. Then there's a duck game. You gotta shoot the ducks. Oh, come on. Yeah, I'm shooting ducks with the piano. Next we have the power pad. You lay it on the floor, kind of like Twister. Let's pop in good old world-class track meet and have a race, jump hurdles, and do the long jump or triple jump. The present-day equivalent of the power pad is Dance Dance Revolution, and there will also be a version on the Wii. It was meant to be a family game, but most kids I knew played it alone in their room, and that meant that if your room was upstairs, your parents would hear like all this thumping and shit. They hated it. Cats and dogs would piss and shit on it. In fact, just thinking about it makes me feel like having an anal evacuation.
Holy fuck.
Fuck this!
Definitely give you a workout.
Yeah.
Yeah, it all comes down to tapping buttons, which brings us to our next accessory. Probably the stupidest thing ever invented. The speed board. What is it? It's a piece of fucking plastic. You attach your controller. You get it? In case you don't want to hold the controller with your hands, in case you enjoy playing on the floor or behind a table, then this is for you. It's embarrassing. What's the point? To put the speed at your fingers? Why in the ass would I need that? If I'm playing a game that involves having to tap the buttons like crazy, I'm probably gonna get a turbo controller like the NES Max or NES Advantage. How could they even sell such a thing? Even though it's made by a third-party company, it was actually licensed by Nintendo. It's like covering a turd in ice cream sprinkles. Next up, oh boy, the Konami Laser Scope. Now I just want to go on record by saying I fucking love Konami. But this
Konami used to be
reeks
a
of
great
ass.
company. It used to
It's
be.
essentially yet another form of the zapper, but it's voice controlled. To shoot, you say fire. Fire! 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 It also has headphones, and it advertises on the box that you can use it for your Game Boy or Walkman. Just detach the scope module. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I would look so cool walking around listening to my iPod with this fucking thing on my head. It also advertises that parents will love what they don't hear. It says, while the laser scope surrounds the player with the sounds of exciting gameplay action, non-players can listen to music, read a book, talk on the phone, or have a conversation in the same room.
But
Yeah, while you're saying fire, 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 kind of fucking purpose, right? Fire, 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 fuck. I didn't say fire, I said fuck. Fuck. Fuck fire. Fuck. Fuck. Ass. You can say anything. Shit, bitch, cunt, fuck, fart. Fuck.
yeah.
Wow, I just shot down a duck by saying fuck. Next is the Rollin' Rocker. This thing is the biggest shit biscuit I've ever seen. You stand on it and supposedly you rock back and forth, which controls the D-pad. The modern day equivalent would be the Wii Fit. The Rollin' Rocker is supposed to be compatible with every game for the NES, but I find that it isn't compatible with any of them. Each game responds
That just looks
differently, but
uncomfortable.
none of them work.
Yeah.
Adventure
like,
Island keeps walking right, Excite Bike keeps going down, Skate or Die goes in circles, Kung Fu ducks to the right, Metal Gear does nothing at all, Ninja Turtles 3 walks in place, and 1943 just fidgets around a lot. It's another hunk of plastic! Who made this thing?
Oh shit, LGN.
Son of a bitch. Well, we might as well try an LJN game. Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice! Let's see if this works.
This was a bad game. Oh man.
No, of course not. It doesn't. It doesn't work. It just doesn't work. I need a beer. I'm drinking Rollin' Rock on the Rollin' Rocker.
That's fucking.
Rollin' Rock, Rollin' Rocker. Yeah, Rollin' Rock on the Rollin' Rocker. I've also heard that you can't weigh more than 100 pounds, but I still don't understand why I can't get any kind of response out of it.
That seems like a scam.
Get on there, you little bastard.
Totally.
Nope.
Cats
I
like
think
fuck
how were they
that
able
shit.
to sell that?
Even though the Rollin' Rocker does absolutely nothing, the B and A buttons still work. Yeah, you plug the regular controller into it,
What's
so
the
while
point?
you're standing on the thing, you still use the B and A buttons like normal. So even if it did work, what's the point? If I'm holding the controller anyway, why not
Wow.
just use the controller? It blows my mind. It's like, what were they
how fucking
thinking?
stupid is that?
That's a
One
bad
more.
product.
The U-Force. So hot, nothing can touch it. Nothing comes between you and the game. That's what the advertisement said. You open the thing up, it basically looks like electronic battleship. It's got a three-dimensional invisible power field. Wow, a power field. Now we're literally playing with power. Come on, jump. Jump. Come on, Mario, jump. God, how do I jump? Come on, jump. Ass. Oh, jump is over here. All right, here we go. Get the mushroom. Oh, now that's assy. Yeah, I know I use the word ass a lot. I guess you can say I'm an assaholic. Let's try Kung Fu. Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. This thing kind of works. Looking at the instructions, each game has a specific setup and a switch combination. Kind of
Oh
like the
my
codes with the
gosh.
Power Glove. Punch-Out uses an upright position and a power bar. Everything's always power. What's so power about it? It's only a plastic bar. And why do you need it? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This actually works. I'm
That's
punching
crazy.
somebody with the U-Force.
Huh.
Oh, watch out. Oh. Get up, get up, get up.
Oh, Gabby J
All
fucked
right.
you up, man.
Alright. One more game. I can't believe we gotta touch this one again.
Top
Top
Gun.
Gun has an option of using this weird joystick thing. I don't see the point when I can just use an actual joystick. And what's really weird is that this thing, again, is just a piece of plastic. It doesn't have any wires connecting to it. You just plant it there. And the buttons actually work. And it steers
That's pretty
okay,
cool.
too. To tell you the truth, I'm
That's messed
stunned.
up.
It's just amazing that it even works. Like that,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. That's almost like a product you would see being sold like today.
Alright, I think we get the point.
Have you ever played Top Gun, the original one?
No.
It's like this part's notoriously hard to like actually like land. You just end up always like hitting the water or crashing into the aircraft carrier. Nope.
Oh, shit.
Ass! So, that covers most of the dreaded NES accessories, but I know that there's one in particular that I didn't mention, but, you know, can't do it all in one shot, so we'll save it till later. I'll see you next time. I think you know what's next.
Ooh, I think he did Indiana Jones right after that, eh?
Yeah, that's what I would guess.
Okay, first of all, awesome. But 100%, there's always been products like that Roll and Rock thing, where it's like a complete scam. Like it just didn't work as advertised,
Yeah.
and it was like the worst back then because it's like if you did get it, it was like you didn't have much money to purchase it in the first place, you know. So that's like just the biggest letdown of all time.
For sure. No, 100%. Probably
it,
sold it for like $150 too, something stupid.
yeah, like more than the actual, probably more than the console itself was worth. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was also at a time where refunding was not like a big thing in stores. Like they didn't care. The moment you opened it, they didn't give a shit. They're like, oh no, you own it now. You can't return it. Um, I'm trying to remember like the Super Scope. That was awesome though. Um,
Yeah, I
that
remember that thing. I
yeah,
remember having fun with
there's a
that thing.
packing game that Super Scope cartridge. It had a game that was kind of like Tetris. I just don't remember what it was called, but man, I just remember like that music is so good. Um, I mean, like it just touches every nerve, like of like
Yeah,
nostalgia. But yeah, the Super Skull. Remember like the Zapper stuff for sure. Like
yeah.
that was pretty popular. I'm trying to remember now, like when the PlayStation One came around, it really didn't have those type of accessories though, did it?
Not at first.
Because I remember it had like a mouse, I think you could get for it, um, for like Command and Conquer, I think. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
it seemed like the more creative like products kind of like died off, and then when the Wii came, it just exploded again.
yeah, yeah,
It's like at that time you had like the 360 and the PlayStation 3, which really didn't have very many accessories for their consoles. You might have had like charging docks, stuff like that, maybe like a fancy controller or a really
yeah,
crappy one from Mad Catz. But then you looked at the Wii and you go, holy shit.
yeah.
There were so many things you could buy for the Wii. It was unbelievable. And I think AVGN did a good job showcasing that. Even all the way back then, Nintendo still had just tons and tons of weird products and a lot of unhappy children for sure.
Yeah. Shame on you, Nintendo.
Shame on you,
Shame.
Nintendo.
Just shame.
Shigeru, why?
Why? Why
Why
did you do
Shigeru?
it?
But guys,
uh,
thank you so much for watching. As always, we're gonna leave that original link down below. If you guys enjoyed, please go ahead and like and subscribe. It helps our channel grow. And if you guys have any suggestions for us, please let us know. We love reacting to you guys' stuff. And until next time, guys, peace out.
Peace out, YouTube.